Ladies and gentlemen, this is a story that came out in the GRIO, October 8th, 2018. This is an opinion piece, but I agree with it. It's time for Black women to stop caping a white feminist agenda. First of all, the Most High never told us to be feminists, okay? This shouldn't even be part of our lifestyle. Number two, there is no sisterhood between Black women and white women, and it never will be. Okay? Whenever issues go on with us, they leave us in the cold. But whenever their issues arise, it never fails that Black women will surface and get all involved. And I don't know why you keep getting involved. They don't get involved with our issues. That should be plain and clear to all of us. When that Daniel Hawthclaw case came up, there was not one white feminist that showed up to support Black women. And ladies and gentlemen, there is no history of them showing up and giving Black women support. That's why when they always try to talk all that sisterhood stuff, they only do that in the marches and whenever they're speaking public. But the reality shows these women have never, ever, ever been there for Black women. And you should stop being there for them, period. And I don't know why Black women keep showing up for marches with these women. Just let it go. They're not going to be with you. Okay, I'm serious. If you get raped overnight, not one white feminist is going to show up. Not one. I don't get it at this point. I really don't. I don't understand some of these women, these Black women out there. I don't get it. But some of our sisters were out there over the Kavanaugh situation with white women. You know, if you want to fight against Kavanaugh, you can fight about his racist views, but not the feminist stuff. Let that go. Let it go. You know, I even read stories where Black women were supporting Christine Blasey Ford when she was given her testimony against Kavanaugh. Why? Why? If the situation was the other way around, she wouldn't support you. Oh, wow. I don't get it, y'all. But let's go on with the story. All right. Let's go down a little bit. How can we forget the image of Clinton standing center stage in 2016 Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia? There, she was surrounded by Black women, affectionately named Mothers of the Movement, in recognition of the public killings of unarmed Black people, including several children. Again, another issue that feminists have not been there for Black mothers at all. Okay? And they're not going to be. We have too many examples to show that these women have never bonded with us on things. Yeah, they'll come in front of you and do a speech, but that's nothing. That's nothing. That's not real support. And that was really more about her than the Black women that had their loved ones killed by unarmed cops and some these citizens too, because they allowed them to kill us and walk the hell out of the courtroom. In recognition of public killings of unarmed Black people, including several children, let's put aside the fact these deaths were largely the slayings of Black males. The emotional commitment of Black fathers to their Black children is completely erased. Black women still receive nothing for their public performance and support of another white woman who gained millions of dollars in residual profit from her book. Again, I don't even know why our women even support Hillary Clinton. Do you know Hillary Clinton lobbied the bill that caused mass incarceration in this country? She lobbied that bill, and Bill Clinton signed it into law. 3 strikes, you're out. She lobbied that bill. And when she lobbied the bill, she knew how bad it was going to impact the Black community, and she did it anyway. Democrats are not on our side. Feminists are not on our side. We are truly on our own. The history of feminism has left Black women lacking social, gender, and economic equity. For example, Black women's top jobs pay half what white women's do, according to the U.S. Census Bureau and the Economic Policy Institute. While white women earn 79% of the white man's dollar, Black women earn only 63%. This despite Black women having higher labor force participation than white women. Yes, Black women are more likely to have more than one job than white women. And a lot of times that is to make ends meet, especially if they're raising children on their own. A lot of times you will see Black women with a full-time job and a part-time job to make ends meet. When white women were making inroads into industries such as education, airline industry, and boardrooms, Black women were still being left in kitchens, domestic work, and low-skill factory jobs. And it's still the case today. Now, many of us have made it in corporate America. That's true, but we don't have those highest positions there. We might be in lower management, you know. Now, when I was in corporate America, the highest I made it to was middle management. Okay, but I can tell you for a fact, I was the only middle manager that was Black. All of the other ones were white. Okay, so that was my last job in corporate America. I was a manager, IT. And yeah, the higher you go up, the less of us you see in corporate America. Not even Black men or women at that point when you start going up the ladder. But now, as Collins cast her vote in support of a rich white man who at best, yeah, you know, all of the sexual allegations that came out about Kavanaugh, you still had white women like Susan Collins supporting it. See, there's a difference between a Black sexual predator and a white one. The Black sexual predator goes to jail. The white sexual predator just get dragged in the media and then it all goes away. There's no jail for any of them. And ladies and gentlemen, there will be no jail. Just understand that. The next white guy they call out, all they're going to do is drag them a little in the media and the whole situation is going to die out and go away. Oh boy. I hope some of our women wake up. We really do need to wake up. So in the long run, I have to ask many Black women that are always jumping into these feminist fight, what are you getting out of it? I don't see anything Black women are getting out of this at all. You know, on my job, not my last job, one of the jobs I had held, they had a feminist group. And they would come around for the meetings and try to get everybody and the Black women. And after a while, you know, I went to a few, but after a while I stopped going because I realized these women were only trying to bulk up their numbers by including us. But we were really not truly included because when it came time for promotions, they always got all the promotions and the Black women in the office didn't get anything. So I got out of it. When they used to come around towards the end before I left and took on another job, when they used to come around, I didn't even go. All the other women would go, but I wouldn't go because I started seeing that pattern. They get the promotions and you wouldn't get nothing. The Black women wouldn't get anything. But you should know for a long time, these women will never side with us on anything. They're not going to side against a killer cop with us. That's their men. They're going to side with them. They're never going to side with you or your dead child. Just understand that. This is why today we don't see it. We don't see that. We don't see no feminine, not one, nada, come over to the Black community to comfort these mothers when they lose a child out here on the streets in a shooting. Not one of them come to the Black community to comfort us. Not one. It's time to wake up and let all of this feminism stuff going. Just let it go. This was never in our agenda in the first place, ladies and gentlemen. Our people always knew we had different roles. The role of the woman is different from the man. Our fight was never feminism. Our fight is racism. That's the only fight we need to be focusing on in this country. It's nothing else. All of these other little side things is of no importance to us as a community. Has feminism made the Black community better? No, and it never will. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.